Hey guys, it's Kush and welcome to my next video. I did promise you guys this video a while ago, but I couldn't get around to doing it because I was busy making different type of videos. This video is called How to Not Be Bored on RuneScape, and I will teach you how I do it, and it's actually pretty good. Alright, so the first thing is basically you have to set a goal. There is just too much stuff to do on RuneScape. You will be bored if you have nothing to do. Say, like you're just standing at the grain exchange one day, you're just like thinking, what should I do? What should I do? If you had a goal, you would know what to do. If you do not have a goal, well, you're just going to be standing there for however long you are until you find something to do. It like setting goals doesn't have to be something big, like being maxed out. That's just way too broad. You have to set out, unless you're like just 2 levels away from being maxed out, that's like the only time you should do it, but just getting a goal that big is just really hard to keep up with, and it just discourages you from playing RuneScape. So you have to set something little. Like, say in my skills, I have decent skills right here, but say if I were to set a decently small goal, I would say get all 80 stats. Right now I have almost everything above 80 except crafting and rune crafting. That's a pretty small goal. It's very accomplishable, I guess that's a word, and I could do it in short time, but that's the small goal. My ultimate goal is to just get a party at, which is I'm working on right now. But this has nothing to do with it. But that's a small goal you could do. Another good thing to do while you're doing your little goals is to keep track of it. I have a couple of videos that I'm doing, like Tormented Demon, Pen, Dragon Claw drops, and some Slayer series. That's very good. It's a good series, but the thing that really keeps me motivated is seeing that drop list that I keep, like a drop log. When you look at it, you can see like your progress from the start to end, and it just helps you motivate yourself so much. You're like, oh yeah, I did that day and this that day. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna keep working on this and until I get my next goal. That's really good. So just it helps you out a lot if you keep track of what you've done a while ago, and just shows how good of a progressive guy you are or person. The next thing that you should probably do is, say you're gonna do something boring like do fishing. You can't have fun while fishing. It's just not possible unless you really like fishing for some odd reason. But a way to not be bored while doing this hard training, you have to watch a movie or just play a different game or talk to somebody. I'll do the talking to somebody thing later on in the video, but watch a movie, watch a show. I watch different animes while doing this stuff. It helps me out a lot, and just gets me my levels that I need. It keeps the boredom away from me, so I have the motivation to keep going in RuneScape, and it's just really good. RuneScape is a game where you have to grind down a lot of skills, but doing stuff like that really helps you out a lot. The next way I would say with the skill thing is try a different method of training. Say if you're gonna do Slayer and there's just like you're doing one method to do Slayer, try something else. Say you have a task of Dagonoths. That task is very boring. You don't get decent drops from it or anything. Try something different. Go to Dagonoth Kings. That's exactly the same thing, but you get more drops and everything. It's something different from that boring task that you would have done. Another thing that you could do is, say you're fishing. You gotta get your fishing up, but you hate it so much. Try, like, say I'm shallow fishing right now. I could do, if I had the level, I could do rocktails. That's good money. I've heard that's decent XP too. And that would be something different that I would do instead of doing shallow village fishing all the time. The next thing I would say is very important. Say if you have nobody on your friends list, you have nobody, and then you don't talk to anybody, it's just really boring. Try to get some friends. It's really easy. Join the clan. If you don't know how, I made a video a while ago, just look on the forums. There's a bunch of clans that you can just join, and I was actually, there was this, okay, I was just looking around on YouTube one day. I was like, I need a long video to watch when I'm training, so I just looked up long videos or something like that. I came up to Unreal's video, so I subscribed to him that day, and I went in his friends chat one day, and I was just like, anybody want to Skype? I'm bored. So this dude named Goodfella52, he's just like, yeah, sure, I'll come. So we started talking and everything, and then our Skype team just got bigger and bigger, so we had like 5 people at a time. It's really fun. I had nobody to talk to on Skype. It was like, why would I have Skype? So we kept talking, and then we basically talk every day. It's really good. We're all high level, and it's just really fun talking. So it's really good if you have a good Skype team. It helps out a lot, just like talking to each other, or giving each other advice, or just having fun. We even play different games like on OMG Pop. It's really fun. Another thing you could do is take a break. RuneScape is a very boring game if you just have to train all the time. You can't just play RuneScape all day. Try taking a break, like go outside, get your like do something else. You don't have to go outside, but no, well you can. But just go outside, try a different skill, try a new quest, do a boss, play a different minigame, try clan wars or something. There's so much stuff to do in RuneScape, you can't be bored. Yeah, just try something else. It's really good. RuneScape is a big game. There's so much different stuff to try. You can't say you have tried everything and just, it's really impossible to do that. Well, I guess you can. The last thing I would probably say how to not be bored on RuneScape is look at the RuneScape forums. If you don't know what that is, it's just forums that are on the RuneScape site. It's a very good place. You can learn lots of different stuff there. Different ideas, different things to do. There's helpful guides on it. Funny place to be. There's even a section called the rant thread, basically where people go there and like rant about RuneScape, but it's mainly like people just trolling, and it's really funny. If you have the chance, I'll put a link there, like the rant thread, and just check that out. The RuneScape forum is really good. I actually have a new series that I'm doing. It's basically where I cover a decent thread that I found, and I just cover it and see what they're saying and give you guys some information of what that person is saying. It's a really good series. I'm probably gonna have a video later out this week on that. I did find a pretty good thread, but yeah, so that's it for this video. Let's move on to the question. But wait, before we move on to the questions, if you guys have a different method that you use to like stay on RuneScape and not be bored and just rage quit like every other day, just post it in the comments. I'll put an annotation, have your name in it, or just, yeah, I'll just do that so other people have different ways of you, like basically what you do, and not just me, to just be like have fun on RuneScape. So now question time. So the question today comes from Bash3RLX. I'm sorry if your name's supposed to mean something. I stared at that for like 5 minutes. I could not figure it out. Either I'm stupid or it doesn't mean anything, or it's not like a real word. But he asks, well, we go through like a conversation, like a 3-time conversation. He basically says, can you think of a method that involves no skill and is fun to do and doesn't get boring after 5 minutes of doing it, and also possible for lower levels? Alright, so lower levels, that's probably not possible. I mean, if you're a lower level, you should probably train up. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but there may be some methods. And it says, can you make one? I cannot make one. I'm not like a god or anything, but I would say the best methods to making money without getting boring and like banking every 5 minutes, it's probably to either do bossing or just PVM, different types. Like just camp a monster for a while. Maybe it'll get boring, just switch monsters then, but bossing's really good too. If you have a team, it gets really fun. Another way to do it, which I probably won't recommend doing, is staking. Staking or PKing, both of them I wouldn't recommend, because there is a very high chance you lose all your bank and you don't make money like a constant GP per hour. So try to stay away from those, but that's really another good method to making money if you have the skills and you know what to do. But thanks for the question, and if you have a question for me, just leave it in the comments. I'll try to answer it in the next video. But the question for today is, say like you're fishing or doing something extremely boring on RuneScape, you just can't focus on it. What do you do to just pass the time and just get your levels up and get that thing over with? But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.